Hey guys, what's going on? Dr. Bland here. Today we're going to be talking about Mapp v. Ohio. And if you remember from our earlier lecture, we talked about United States versus Weeks. Weeks versus United States only pertain to the federal side. Mapp then took the exclusionary rule and helped to apply it to the states. So let's dive into the facts of the case. Hey guys, what's going on? Dr. Bland here. Welcome back to the channel. Now today we're talking about Mapp v. Ohio, which occurred in 1961. The facts of the case are basically around the searching of Miss Dory Mapp's house without a search warrant. Law enforcement had came to Miss Mapp's house and asked to search her residence for a fugitive who was wanted for bomb making devices and material. However, Ms. Mapp refused, knowing her constitutional rights, that a warrant needed to be obtained. Now, Ms. Mapp, what was going on was she rented out different rooms in her house to these travelers that were basically coming through town, going somewhere else. And one of the individuals that she had rented a room to was a suspect to law enforcement. Now, there's some arguments about how law enforcement actually got inside the residence. There's some statements kind of that there was force where they forced themselves into the residence. And then there's also an argument where they left and then came back and had a piece of paper basically stating, hey, I have a search warrant, I can search your property now. However, the court did side with Miss Mapp once she was found guilty and she appealed it to the Supreme Court that there was no warrant present, thereby making the search and the seizure of anything therein illegal. Now, you might be asking yourself, she was convicted? What was she convicted of? Well, during the search, law enforcement found obscene material inside the residence. And at this time, Ohio law stated that any type of obscene material was against the law. So she was actually arrested on that type of offense and found guilty on that. When she appealed it to the Supreme Court, they wound up taking what we had already established in Weeks v. United States, the exclusionary rule, which only applied to the federal side, and thereby moving it over or bringing it down to the states. And they did this with utilizing the 14th Amendment to kind of bring that over, effectively helping to kind of curb any potential police misconduct or behavior in which they would do something outside the scope of the law in an attempt to make arrests, seize items or material, and thereby presenting that into a court of law. Now, I hope that you enjoyed this lecture today. If you have any comments or you have any questions, please leave them below. I'll try to answer them. Also, like and subscribe to this channel.